The following program may contain language of an adult nature. Listener discretion is advised.
Views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of alltalkradio.net.
We think it's the banning of
We
speech
are
First Amendment protection
anonymous.
material.
And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch jerk man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Ah, yes! Finally kicked those fuckers off the air.
It's about goddamn time. I got sick of those fucks.
Yeah, that G.J. Jerkman and Maxwell Silverhammer with all their goddamn anti-corporate
You know what?
talk.
I'm just be happy. We're gonna go celebrate right now. I think we should go do some golf and butt fuck one another.
Oh, that's the greatest. I'm ready. Hold on. Go get in the car here.
Get the hell in the other side. Another side. There you go.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, this is a great day.
I'm gonna start it up now. You ready?
These bastards.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Bora Bora, here we go.
It's the STIM Radio Show.
Maxwell Silverhammer, G.J. Jerkman, Cruise Control, and G Motor. Do you smell fire? I think somebody lit a cigarette. Nope, it's the hottest radio show on the internet. So keep it locked here from 7 to 9, cause the STIM Radio fam, they ahead of their time. And now it's lesson 1, man, this is lesson 2. No format because they keep it fresh and new. And this is what I call HQ. Hey, Winfrey, you a musical genius, man. They can't paint it like a face is, but if the content is making you sick, take some Dayquil. And if you think that the jocks sound quirky, allow me to introduce you to the shit that irks me.
Welcome to STIM Radio, where Maxwell Silverhammer claims he's not gay but loves every man equally. Here's Maxwell.
This is funny because you're the one with the stuffed mouth right now.
I'm eating an apple pie from McDonald's.
Ah, yeah.
I haven't eaten today.
Got a mouthful of something.
An apple pie.
Nice. Actually, I had McDonald's earlier today too. I had my my usual 20-piece McNuggets and large fries.
Is that mostly what you get?
Yeah, most of the time when I go, especially when I'm really fucking hungry. Because, I used to get those 99-cent chicken sandwiches, which those are pretty good. If I got those and like a large fry and 2 apple pies, that would fill me up pretty good.
Right.
But sometimes you just want a lot of shit, And
The weird thing is they brought me one of those triple hamburgers now.
Oh, there is a triple hamburger. Mm-hmm. Oh, see, now my assistant was telling me that, and then he goes, "No, I'm just fucking with you."
No,
there is a
real me a triple ham, unless my mom ordered one and took it up, but I can't see her doing that because there's not like they put lettuce and tomato on those.
Yeah, because he called it a triple Mac.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah, I know they're making doubles and now triples are just regular hamburgers.
Huh.
Well, one's a McDouble.
Does it have bacon on it? By chance?
It was just actually they hardly had anything. It was like no onions, like the little mint onions and minced onions they put on it. There's hardly anything. No ketchup. No nothing.
Really?
It was kind of
dry. Bare burger, huh? With just like 3 patties of motherfucking meat.
Yeah, it was kind of dry. I mean, there was a little bit of ketchup, but not enough to wet all the rest of that down.
That reminds me of that burger I had at Fuddruckers. I had this pound burger one day. We had an event at the Orleans, and it was supposedly the Works burger. So I'm thinking, it's going to have all kinds of shit
You
on
were
it.
all getting an erection over it.
Oh, fuck yeah. Well, it was only bacon and mushrooms, which, okay, is fine. That's good. But like you described your burger, mine was kind of the same.
It was the Works. They worked you over.
Well, it did, because I finished that thing. I couldn't finish my fries.
It was probably expensive for this Works burger.
Oh, it was. It was an ass fuck. It was like $15. Yeah. Plus the fries.
So
and the
you
drink.
got the Works. You got worked over.
I got worked. My butthole got worked over. Yeah, they ass fuck you in those casinos, man.
Sure do.
But if you're there and you're hungry, what are you going to do?
I remember the one time I went there. I think it was at Palace Station. Or one of them. And I went into the, I think it was a Quiznos there, whatever they had.
Oh, yeah.
It was like I'd go into a regular Quiznos anywhere else, and I could get the sub for like $8.
Yeah, $8
It
and a
was
chip.
$15 in there.
Oh, goddamn. Well, remember we went to Burger King at the
that
Rio?
time, yeah.
And it was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think, what did I get? Like a double Whopper and a large fry and a drink?
And I got a regular Whopper and a fry and a drink. Just one of the regular, like, number 5s or whatever you want
I
to
think
call
that
it.
shit was like $20-something.
$20-some. It was almost $30.
It was insane. I'm like, well, what the fuck? This isn't gourmet mother shit. For that price, Jerkman, we should have gone to the goddamn steakhouse or something.
We could have actually probably went to their buffet, and for $7,
much
$8
more.
each, or even $10, $20, we could have eaten whatever we wanted.
Actually, we'll have to keep that in mind if you
Yeah,
ever
next
help
time
me
we
with
ever do
another
something
event.
like that, right?
That same event is actually up in Reno this year.
Oh, it
Or
is.
Tahoe. So I got my my cohort doing it instead because she does the outreach
yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
You know, but it's too bad because it was great when it was down here. You know,
You liked it better?
Well, we had fun.
But yeah,
we had a great
that night,
time.
I had a good time that night. I mean, there was a lot of interesting people there. It was nice. It was a nice area. They had a lot of food.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah, they fed us later. That's right.
Yeah, I remember
that. So I guess it wasn't too bad. It kind of evened out because they did feed us. So,
Yeah, they actually had really good food. I mean, that was actually it wasn't cheap shit. Let's put it that way.
No, they
had
gave us
some really good prime
quality
rib
food
and stuff
and shit.
there. Yeah,
man. Well, that's good. And well, I guess because most people were paying for tables and shit. You know? So
Yeah.
figure they're gonna give them the best of the best.
right.
So
And they did. It was good stuff.
oh yeah, definitely. So man, I'm a little fucking concerned about this weather. This shit is not cool. 91 degrees in almost not even April.
Yeah.
There's something fucked up there.
We've been saying this. I mean, how long have we been telling people that this is not normal, but they keep spewing back, oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh, because they're stupid. And they forget, like you say, it's like the amnesia, the voting amnesia, where they're like, no. And you're going, what? Think about last year, even at this time. At this time, it may have been 70-something. That may have been the high.
Right.
But, there's no way at 91. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, it's just not. This is not normal. And then they'll brush it off as, well, it's a fluke. It happens every so. No, this has been a pattern going on.
Yeah,
this has been going on for a couple years now. This very strange pattern that we're not having winters. We're having extremely hot, long summers.
Yep.
And no water. California is under a huge drought. They've been under it for a long time.
Well, I remember it used to be pretty bad. Now it's gotten worse. I'm assuming.
Yeah, and the fact is that wherever you go and look and you see where they're supposedly putting the contrails, not chemtrails down, is where you're having the hardest amount of droughts.
Oh, now this is interesting because Mr. Will decided. Now I put up a comment. I put up a status on my Maxwell page, and I was talking about, there's got to be something going on. It's probably you people think that chemtrails are a bunch of bullshit, but and I was just going off on the stupid asses that don't believe in chemtrails and all that. And Will wrote on there, Max, chemtrails cool things off.
Will is an idiot. I'm sorry. The guy is an idiot.
Yes. Well, you know what? I actually go to my Maxwell page and see if you can find that status. I'd like to see if
heading
there's
there now.
Any other comments on that.
Well, I actually put one. That painter guy on like the PBS station. It's always like, oh, and we'll add some fluffy clouds here now.
Oh, that fucking guy.
That guy Bob or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Bob Vila.
No, not Bob Vila. He was actually the home guy.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm thinking of.
But there's another guy, Bob, and he has a picture of him, and you see he's like turned around facing it, and he's like, and we'll put some fluffy white chemtrails right here. And it was funny, and I posted up there, I was like, this crap is not real. Next, what the hell did I say? Oh, I said, next they're going to try to tell me that fish can breathe underwater. I'm not that dumb.
Wow. That's pretty funny. So yeah, because I wanted my one buddy who's a staunch Rush Limbaugh dick swallower.
Oh God, yeah.
And I was waiting for him to come out and start spewing some shit on it. But yeah, Will was one who was like, Max, chemtrails cool things off.
And they're totally okay with this stuff. He like I said, Will, I like you, but you're an idiot.
Yeah, that was some
You're just dumb
out of the balls. And I'm not an aficionado on all this shit and what it does.
Right.
So even if it does cool shit off, there's still something that's going on.
Well, it doesn't matter if it cools it off. You don't spread that kind of deadly poison on people.
Well, that's it. Like, that justifies.
We
want
to save the planet and the people on it by poisoning them and the planet. Let's keep it cool, though.
Yeah. Well, chemtrails keep it cool. Well, either way, it's not something good that you do. It's like justifying one thing. Well, pesticides kill insects. Okay,
Yeah.
so we can still spray our food with it?
Well, did you see
GMO?
GMO? They're trying to tell us that pesticides are okay to drink. I'm serious. They were trying to tell you, and there's a one of their politician suck asses is actually trying to lobby for them, saying, yeah, it's fine to drink, but they tried to get him to drink it, and he wouldn't touch it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's have...
Here, drink it yourself then. Oh, no, I just had a lot.
I'll have Dave bring in some of his spray. Here, let's drink this shit. Let's see what happens.
I've had a lot of pesticide. I don't need no more today. I'm full of... Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
Thanks, man. I can't drink anymore. I just had like 2 quarts of it.
Okay, here we go. I got it. Okay, it's not even April, and it's already 91 fucking degrees. Okay, so you scream and yell at these, and ain't no such thing as deemed chemtrails. And you went on with a couple of things like fucking assholes, you're fucking with the environment, and you're trying to play God. Watch, motherfuckers, because when it's time to see the real creator, something is going to come by and pretty much bite you in the ass is what you're saying.
Yeah, what I said is he's not going to like that shit.
And Will comes out and says, chemtrails cause cooling, Max.
Yep. And then after that, is there any more?
Then you said, well, they're doing some shit to make it heat up. And he's wrong. Actually, they're destroying the atmosphere with this stuff.
That's what I figured.
They're telling you it's supposed to reflect back the sunlight, and it's supposed to.
So that means we're getting more sunlight.
But it's funny because it doesn't exist. But it's supposed to reflect back the sunlight from the aluminum and barium that they put in it. But it doesn't exist.
Oh no, it's no. That's all bullshit.
Yeah. And then you said what you said. And then there's someone else that said too early for this shit. Was outside and fucked up and did not eat and almost down. I went love the diabetes.
Oh, I wonder who that was.
Mitch.
Oh, it was. Oh, yeah, that's right. Mitch is. He's the driver.
Yeah. This shit it's literally. I don't understand.
I was just waiting to see if there was anybody on there that contradicted me or fought with me on that shit.
Well, Brilliant did.
Yeah, well, I know Brilliant did. He always throws out his dumb shit.
Yeah, whenever you put something up, he goes like totally against everything. It's like he's all knowing, all seeing of everything. He doesn't.
Well, he's one of those people. I think he's one of those stupid people that loves to argue for the sake of arguing.
Yeah,
not even if he's wrong.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He likes to get that argument started.
Yeah, just like, oh, let me just say something fucked up to get your goat, even though I don't even agree with it. But fuck it, I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, just put it up there.
Actually, another person who does that a lot is that what's her name, Machete or whatever. Remember the one that came in with hazmat that looked like a man?
Okay, yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
her.
she's always fucking fighting with me over shit on Facebook too.
Wasn't that the one where your woman went after her?
No, that wasn't her.
That was the other one.
You're
right.
thinking, yeah.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, the one that he thought was so attractive, and I thought, wow,
damn, she looks like a man.
Dude.
Yeah.
The girl that was with her was hot and attractive. The one he was after, she looked like a fucking man.
And he was digging her.
She had football players fucking shoulders and shit.
Yeah, no, we always go back and forth and argue and shit on Facebook.
I mean, my woman still, she's got that broad shoulder and stuff going, but she looks like a fucking woman.
Right.
She's got an hourglass shape. She got a big girl ass, stuff like that. Not that one. She looked like a fucking man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, all her features were manly, too.
Yeah, she had manly features. Her ass looked like a guy ass. There was no, like, hips to her or nothing. Looked straight down, football player ass.
Wow. Hazmat liked it, I guess.
Well, of course he did. Didn't he also write about the toolbox?
And Jake in the toolbox?
Yeah. I mean, most things he did were
kind of fag-related, weren't they?
Considered to be suspicious.
Yeah.
And gay-like.
That's true. He did do a lot of gay shit.
Mm-hmm.
So,
hey, not that I'm knocking it, but you come out of the closet. Suck dick if you want to suck dick. It's America. Be free.
But be real about it if you're going to do it.
You know, drop to your knees and toot the magic flute. Go ahead and tell everybody. We don't care.
Yeah, I'm not going to judge you.
No, we'll just make fun of you a little bit because that's what we do.
Yeah.
Because you're a friend.
It's just to fuck with you.
Yeah, of course. We don't care who you're sucking or fucking.
So, yeah, I was hoping there'd be some more people arguing with me. Like my one buddy, John, who's totally, that's a bunch of bullshit. Rush says blah, blah, blah. He always quotes Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody just fucking, because Rush is such an authority on everything.
Right.
Rush says this, and Jesus Christ, man, pull Rush's cock out of your mouth, man.
Well, you get those ones. I mean, they will literally worship every word. And if all of a sudden Rush Limbaugh, and there's so many followers, he would say, you know what? I've got Jesus at my house right now, and he told me that if you guys don't give me a ton of money, well, as a matter of fact, there was one of those televangelists that did that.
Oh yeah, where everybody just worshiped that fucker.
Well, no, he come out and said, God talked to me last night and said, if I don't make $2 million in donations, he's going to take me. His followers donated $2 million.
See, I'd let him take him.
Yeah.
I'd be like, let's see it then.
And then he did it again. And they donated again.
Wow, people are that stupid. Well, like you guys were saying last hour, the plant for dumbasses is very, very well doing very well right now.
Right.
It's open and they're very prosperous. One of the few businesses that probably is prospering right now is the dumbass manufacturing plant, because there's so many dumb fucking followers that just say dumb shit, say and do dumb shit. So, kind of like the what was that shit you guys were talking about last hour? Oh, right. With the with the race baiting shit that everybody's trying to do now.
That's what they're doing. A lot of it's race baiting.
And a lot of people are stupid enough to follow it. Like now they covered the black guy getting hung in down south, and it's like, well, is that a surprise? I mean, it's down south, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to justify it, of course. No. But I mean, that ain't nothing new. But of course now all of a sudden the media wants to make it into this whole that's why they got fuckers like, Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. I mean, they're two little puppet niggers, and basically that's what they do. They sit there and they race bait and, get all the blacks riled up and get all the whites riled up and make this into a racial issue. That's what it's all about. So, and then that other thing you were talking about the stickers, that there's actually a group, I guess they thought they were being funny.
Well, no, they were actually protesting against these establishments, stating that they were charging a high price that could only be bought by the white elite.
Yeah, because
they were being racist.
Only white people have money. So.
Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, I don't know about you. You look really white. I'm pretty much white, and I'm not fucking rich.
I'm not fucking rich.
Well, okay, and all the other people that were in here before, AK, Jerry, they're not rich. We're all white. None of us are fucking rolling into cash.
No. Well, not only that, but I mean, shit, I know some black drug dealers. They got plenty of fucking money and spend it like it ain't shit.
Right.
How many of these black dudes you see? Well, the guy you saw at the pizza place dropped the 100 on the ground. Remember that?
Yeah. 200.
200. That's right. He dropped 200 on the ground.
We think it was him. I don't know who did.
Right.
But if it was him, I wasn't going to walk back up to a guy that it could not have been him, because you know what he would have said.
Yeah, it was mine, man. Yeah, exactly. So, now they want you to, it's only white people can afford this, and so then you get riled up. Man, that's some bullshit. There's plenty of black drug dealers and, even black doctors and lawyers, I'm sure, that can afford. It's not a racial issue.
A racial thing.
No,
I mean, okay, I'm sure there are some people that are suppressed, but we are too. We're white. We are suppressed any longer. It's United States Americans that are being suppressed. It has nothing to do with the color or race any longer.
Right. It's a class thing now.
It's a class thing, yes.
So, to play this whole race card out, it's fucking stupid, and you people that bite into it are just as fucking stupid.
Just as dumb.
Because you're going, well, they're oppressing us. You see, they're oppressing you right now, because you know what? And funny enough, when you get that like that, you're being more oppressed. You're biting right into your oppressor's hands.
You are helping them oppress you, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. You're playing the game they want you to play.
Yeah.
So keep doing it, and keep this whole thing with now with the police, and it's black youth being killed by police and blah blah blah. It's everybody, man. Everybody's having an issue.
Yeah.
This is a class thing.
Yeah.
These are elitist, globalist motherfuckers that are just trying to,
And they're trying all of us, they really want all of us to fight. I mean.
Sure, and kill each other.
They don't want any of us to. You cannot win anything if you're not united. You will never, ever win anything if you're not united together.
No. So that's what they want.
No, they're all united. They all got a common cause. They want to make us broke and fuck us.
Yeah.
They've got a common cause. We fight against each other, and we'll never get together and have that same kind of thing, because we don't stick together enough to fight for our cause.
Problem is the stupid fucks.
Well, there's a lot of them, and that truly is a shame. But what are you going to do?
Yeah. Well, and hey. It's they're just trying to create a whole fucking nasty environment,
and they're dumb enough to fall for it every goddamn time. I mean, how many black people do you know?
Oh, a bunch.
How many Mexican people do you know?
A bunch.
How many white people do you know?
A bunch.
Are you hating any of them?
No.
Are you enemies with any of them?
No.
Of course not. The majority of people I know that are black, white, Hispanic, whatever, we all get along. Yeah. Why is it everybody else it's everybody around us that they're telling us that they don't seem to get along?
I mean, I run into your average random stupid
ass
black person or stupid white person
or Mexican or whatever.
Yeah, that's just
they're just dumb. It's not by race. It's not by race or color. They're just dumb.
Now the stupidity may manifest in a different way. That's why I always make the nigger jokes or the spick jokes.
Well, and we all have our different. I mean, it's like I said today, and I'll come out and say this now. I was married to a black woman,
right.
But I was at the store and I heard these two black women talking. It's just so irritating. Because they're doing that fucking ebonics, and they're doing that like, lady time, yeah, you gotta get it, you get it.
Yeah.
And I walked outside and I said to my mom, I said, you know, I'm not trying to, it doesn't matter the color. I said, but those two women talking, was that annoying to you too?
No,
and she goes,
everybody.
yeah. And she said, it sounds so stupid the way they're talking. They just sound uneducated.
Oh, yeah. And it'd be the same if you
If it
saw...
was white or whatever.
Hell,
it wasn't the color.
I hate fucking rich white women that are like, oh my God. That's fucking annoying.
Or you
too.
get the stuck-up snob ones. It's like,
oh my God, I just was looking and it was like so yesterday.
Yeah,
oh,
and you're like,
that's annoying
shut
too.
the fuck up.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're a boisterous, flamboyant pain in the ass.
Right.
That's all it is, man. It has nothing to do with your race or ethnicity or
Anything
any
like
shit.
that.
You know, it's your personality and how you act.
Yeah, you're a shitball.
Yeah, so we'll rip on you regardless of your
Right.
what the fuck race you are. You know, like I said, the stupidity manifests in different ways in certain ethnicities.
Well, sure. It's like, you know, I mean, obviously we all are raised differently. We come from different, you know, they have maybe come from the hood. Some come from Beverly Hills or Ranch or whatever the fuck. I can't even think of it right now out in California. But the higher end, you know, some come from regular backwoods, you know, rural states and country area.
Oh, yeah.
And we're all going to have our difference of talking and looking at things and that. But dumb's just fucking dumb. I don't care where you're fucking from.
Right. Well, and it like I said, it manifests in different ways with different ethnicities.
Right.
So that's why when people always say, well, how come, you know, you say this and you make fun of Mexicans or you make fun of black, I'm making fun of the stupid that manifests in that
And
behavior.
really, when you're talking about a Mexican, what do you always hear? Oh, you sing a name. Oh, no, man, I can't believe. And that's it. We're not making fun of. You listen to most Mexican or Latino people. That's what they sound like.
Right. So a dumb Mexican,
Right.
when I make fun of them, it's how they sound. They're,
Yeah.
as Cruise Control called them, spicklelicks or
It has nothing to do with making fun of them just because you're mimicking their sound. That's just, it's like most black girls. They talk like this. What you say, girl? They lay their tongue in their fucking mouth and they don't use it anything but before just laying there.
Right. And the white people, they're very up and mouth.
Yeah.
My God. Or the Jimbies are like, oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
You know? So
we all have a sound to us, and we're just mimicking that sound to make it more apparent to who we're talking about.
right, we're imitating the stupidity of the particular person we're dealing with.
Right.
So that's all that is. Nobody's prejudiced or any of that dumb shit.
No, like I said, you know, you got.
I'm prejudiced against stupid. You know,
That's what I'm saying.
And there's different types.
I'm
of
allergic to that, I think.
Exactly. There's different categories of stupid.
Right.
You know, regardless of where you. It's not a race thing.
Stupidity makes me want to puke.
Oh, fuck yeah. And then of course too, it's always you know, they want to turn it in. You're always racist if you're doing this. And
No.
no, it's not racism. It's just I'm.
And you say the word nigga.
I say nigga. I say nigger.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just listened to a fucking a song today, which I'm going to play in a second for you here.
Oh, okay.
And you're going to love this one.
Oh God. Okay.
But yeah, I'm going to play it for you.
How did you find this? Did somebody post it?
As soon as we come back from the break, I'm going to explain all this to you. And you're going to be like, what the fuck?
So you're gonna throw another curveball at me like the last time with the guy at the car shop.
Yep.
We'll be right back, bitches. At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass. With such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you'll be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul. I loved you. You were my girl. And hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do, so don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that. What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil, I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your car like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money? You can talk to me, you can talk to me. We got what you need, or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund. We have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG TONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
We think it's the banning of
We
free speech.
are
First Amendment protection
anonymous.
material.
And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch jerk man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Welcome back to STIM Radio. We can't even get back on the air when we should. Here's Maxwell.
Yeah, that was, well, shit. I started to get a little paranoid. See, that's why I get weird, because I'm like,
That was weird. It must have jumped through one of them.
It may have, like something it just didn't play.
Yeah, I must have skipped one.
Does its thing. All right, so you had something you wanted to play me, right?
Yeah, I got to find it here. So
okay.
So you can go ahead and rant for a second if you like, and I'm going to find it. It shouldn't take too long.
We'll hear what, what kind of shit you found. God, there's so much dumb shit.
Oh, wait till you hear this.
There is so much.
And I'll tell you the whole thing with it. When I find it, there's a picture of Nakia. She looks so different in that picture. She put one up of herself.
Just now?
It was a little bit earlier. I mean, she looks totally fucking different. Didn't even recognize her in the picture at first.
That's weird. Kind of strange. Yeah. Kind of strange, man. People like the photo that you took yesterday, though.
Yeah, I noticed that. They were kind of digging on that one.
Got some likes on it. And, Ron, shout out to Ron, because he's probably listening. He
might be, yeah.
Went ahead and added me on Facebook finally, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, so you guys are actually friends?
Yeah, we're now friends, so
totally cool.
That's cool.
Ron's a cool guy.
Get to meet him, I guess. Next
yeah, we're going to be there next week. We're going to Bally's. Bailey's, excuse me.
It's on
Bailey's.
the 3rd, and it's at
on the 3rd.
You say it's 4441.
Yeah,
something.
Rancho and Craig.
Okay, all right.
It's on the corner there almost. It's right next to there's an AM/PM gas station there. I live not that far from there. I live like maybe. I live within that whole block. There's a huge block, but I live within that whole area. There's a area there where housing and stuff, and I live in there.
Oh, okay. So it's at Rancho and Craig.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Now listen to this, and I want you to guess who this guy asked to be on their show. Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Whatever you want to call it. My niggas. Everybody done heard that before. That ain't nothing new. I ain't the first nigga, and I won't be the last nigga to use nigga. I refuse to play parts that don't exist. I will be a young nigga, but I will be a real young nigga. I will be a real young nigga.
You cussing niggas left and right. That shit don't make you real, my nigga.
Be a real young nigga.
But just keep your eyes open. Be ready for it. And pop. You been bit of hand to help feed. That don't make you real, my nigga. You crossed your boy that's coming to shoot. You ain't real, my nigga. You robbed your plug, nigga. What? That don't make you real, my nigga. I know you don't think I'ma give you mine. Let's get real, my nigga. You bit a hand to help feed. That don't make you real, my nigga. You crossed your boy that's coming to shoot. You ain't real, my nigga. You robbed your plug, nigga.
Okay, I see what he's saying.
Yeah. Now it does kick into some.
Let's see what he says.
I was made in this bullshit, raised in this bullshit. That don't mean I gotta like it though. My folks crossing my folks, my people biting hands that's helping. I've been bit too many times, so that shit made me stop helping. I started looking around, hear my people call me selfish, but I never lifted a finger when I needed helping. So fuck them. I'm dreaming about more than I could probably obtain. I'm working with my plugs, nigga. I know where I stand. I ain't gonna rob a man putting food on my plate and money in my hand. You can try it in my presence. You gon' die where you stand. I ain't playing. I'll be dead.
What do you think of it so far?
You know,
it's got an iffy thing to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I like what he's saying to a degree.
Yeah.
You know, I see where he's trying to go. But if there's just something about something about today's delivery that just doesn't drive me.
Yeah.
You know, I know where he's trying to go. Like, he's basically saying, you know, hey, you're not real. You fucked me over. You did this kind of shit. So that makes sense. You know, but that's just, it's something that's like, it's those same kind of beats. It's that same kind of rap. It's that, you know, it's like nothing jumping out at me, man. There's just
it's called number one ST, which should be first E real. First E real.
Oh, okay. First E real.
First E real.
And what's the name of the song?
It's called I believe it's My Nigga.
My Nigga. Okay. What did you think of it when you heard it?
When I first heard it, I thought, wow, there's a lot of nigga in here.
Well,
but as he was going on to it, I thought, well, you can see he's trying to come out with something, but his delivery blows.
That's
It's just not. It could be something, but it's just. It seems like they're off on something a little.
Right, and you're right. That's what it is. Like, okay, you got a point. I see what you're trying to say, but it's the beat that kind of bites head.
No, he has other stuff. Do you want to try a different thing and maybe see if that's it?
Yeah, let's see, man.
Okay.
Let's see if maybe he's
because he's begging to come on a show.
He's begging to come on this show?
No.
Oh, just any show?
After I play another one here, we'll test it, and I'll tell you what show. And this is the part that's going to shock you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, I'll announce a couple of them. Bang My Line. One's called Paper. Another one's called People. Oh, that's not him. One's called BS.
Okay.
Another one's called Straight It Up. Straight It Up. Robin Hood.
Straight Up Robin Hood, probably.
Yeah, probably. And there's a couple other ones. No Choice.
Let's hear Straight Up Robin Hood.
Okay, Straight Up Robin Hood. Okay, let me get that again. Okay.
This is like a fuck you niggas, good luck you niggas.
Yeah, kind of. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to bring this up and show you.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right, I dig the beat.
I'm about what I say, I'm about straight up. Most of you niggas out here fake as fuck. Straight up, like y'all bitches bleeding once a month. Straight up, straight up, straight up. I'm about what I say, I'm about.
Not too bad.
I'm kind of digging the beat.
Straight up, like y'all bitches bleeding once a month. Straight up, straight up.
You should like that part.
Well, he says like you guys are bitches bleeding once a month.
I'm on straight up. I tell you I need cash, then I'm on that. I hate fake fraud ass niggas, so get the fuck back. If I ain't say it all at once, I mean all that. Straight up, I put too much in this shit, and I ain't taking a motherfucker putting it down straight up.
Not liking it?
Like you said, the delivery kind of blows.
Yeah.
You know, it's sad too. That's a fairly decent
beat, isn't it?
That I could see ripping on that beat.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad, man. You took a good beat and kind of ruined it. Who does he want to come on?
Lauren Jennifer Gates show.
Oh, you know what? I could see that.
You could see him going on her show?
Well, I could see him wanting to because, you know, she's attractive and he figures maybe he might get some fuckums out of it or something. But I don't think she's going to feel his subject matter at all.
No, I don't believe so.
And, I mean, I don't know if I'm...
He said, what he said was, could I get a song on the show?
Oh, okay. So he wrote that in when she was on her show.
Yeah, he wrote that in on one of her promotion things we put up on my Facebook page.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he got some play. I'll let him know. He got some play.
Yeah, we did play him. And you could send him this archive if you want and tell him it's the second half. Kind of a little bit of fuck you niggas, good luck you niggas, like Kurt and I used to do. You know,
there's potential.
There is potential. I just
just something a little bit missing. It sounds like he's not hitting the post, is what you want to call it, at the right times.
Yeah, it's that lazy rhyming that a lot of rappers do now, where they're like, "Cause I don't believe my nigga, I'm gonna see my nigga." You know, it's almost too conversational. You know, it's like I want to hear somebody flowing. I don't want to hear you just whining or whatever the fuck you're doing. So. Yeah.
So we could try one more if you want. BS. Okay. A quick clip of BS.
Let's hear BS. All right, let's hear BS.
Because I'm just kind of curious of. Looks a little different than the other ones.
Is he a local guy? Is that the deal?
I'm guessing. I really don't know. I'll go check his thing out when I get back off of this one. But
okay.
This one's called BS.
All right, let's see.
I like that sound.
Yeah, he's got some decent beats. Yeah, I like that. You know, that bass line.
Yeah.
2 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some East Coast rhymes, and I said these rhymes I'm about to say.
Decent.
The rhymes are deaf, and it went.
Actually, that's that Run DMC.
Just to become my EC. But all the homies around with me, when Larry put me inside. Remember that?
EC, that must be some kind of crip or something.
Down to the bone. Now you got me coasting on the microphone. Champagne got me off and bubble bath, 'cause that's the type of life that I lead. You suck MCs, get the back off of me.
Yeah, it's.
Woo, shit.
Yeah, he's using parts of that Run DMC rap. A few years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some MC rhymes. Yeah. Yeah, the beat is dope.
I like that. That's really cool.
All my niggas with the bushes, so let a nigga trip and get the full clip. All my niggas about that ass.
Maybe they were drunk when they did this one.
But I do like the music. I do like the.
You know, man, maybe I'll let him come on as long as he's not on some bullshit.
Right.
You know, he doesn't give me like fake ass answers like, you know, man, dog, you know what I'm saying, dog.
Just tell him ahead of time. Say, hey, look, I'll bring you on, but don't, give me elaborate on some shit. Don't we want to hear it keeping it real all the time?
Yeah, exactly. Like, man, I hope you
hope you're not one of them kind of guys, because if you are, we don't want you back.
Yeah, exactly. Come with some substance.
So I will send him a message and let him know. I'll send it right on her thing that he will welcome him on your show. Contact you.
We played some of your stuff tonight on STIM Radio. Maxwell said that, you know, he was kind of on the fence about it. So shit, if you're down, you know, you can even suggest him as a friend if you want.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do.
So then that way I'll what's his name?
His name is Marlon Goody.
Marlon Goody. Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Just send him.
Apparently, he's a friend of mine. I just didn't know it.
Man. Yeah. You know, I had another guy send me. I get a lot of. You get the stalker chicks. I get the fucking rappers that want to fucking blow up.
You get the stalker rappers?
Yeah, I get stalker and I do. You know, they're always writing me. Some of them you got to feel bad for, like some of these juggalo white kids.
Right.
You know, because they're trying to get into an industry, I think, that really doesn't welcome them very much. You know, so they're kind of trying to get in where they fit in.
Right.
So they figure like, oh, well, you know, any listening ear is going to be a buddy, you know, which, hey, I appreciate them, you know, trying to show me some love and do what they do, and they do promote the fuck out of the show. That's why I don't, you know, I'm not, but at the same time, it's like, oh, fuck, again? Are you lonely? So, by the way, I was thinking about those stalker chicks that were writing you.
Yeah.
And you know what I think's going on? I think they're really older women trying to pose as younger women.
You know, it's possible,
because the way they write like older,
like
women.
an older woman that would say romantic things or to someone
like that's
like trying to woo you in a way.
Exactly, because that's what older women did. You know, and the way they talk. You know, I forget the one you read was really telltale. It jumped out at me. It was something about, you know, you have something about. You seem like a darling or some. There was some term that they used that I was like, women nowadays don't use that fucking term. You know,
right?
It was very kind of an old term, and I was like, wow. So I think that's what goes on. I think you get these older women trying to feel attractive, and then they jump on Facebook and start writing shit. Because even these the hooker bots, the way they write in a weird. You know, not just the broken English, but they'll also say strange things, that, use terminology or wording that you're like
a little off.
Yeah, it sounds old. It sounds like
Graham Paddock.
Yeah, yes, exactly. It's very Graham Paddock speak almost,
Yeah.
where you're going, what the fuck? Where were you going with that one?
I had a talk with my woman today, and she said if I screw around her, she's going to punch me in my throat and my dick.
Really?
Yeah.
In
punch
throat
me in my
and the
throat
dick?
and a dick. I said, why wouldn't you just kick me in my dick? Because why would you want to bend down?
Well, that's interesting.
Throat and dick.
So it's okay. Oh, never mind. I'm not even going to go there.
But I just thought it was kind of funny that why would, that a woman will, like, I'll punch you in your dick too.
Well, I know she always talks about punching you in the throat. That's her big thing.
Yeah, but then she go, I'm going to get it. If I fuck her up, I get punched in the throat and the dick.
Huh.
So, man.
So if she fucks around, do you punch her in the throat and the cunt?
No, I punch her in the throat. I'm not going to bend down. I'm just going to give her a swift kick in the pussy.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Why punch? You're right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why not just knee or kick or something?
Yeah.
Instead of
why
punching?
waste your time going all the way down there? You can do just as much damage, if not. Her thighs she's got some big those big fucking kind of woman thighs. She could do some damage. Those things are fucking, they're like tree trunks. She could kill me.
So those legs will have a lot of push.
She's got a lot of power to those legs.
So bam, you get one of those in your balls and you're fucked.
I'm afraid of making her have a really hard orgasm one night and her just like snapping me in two with those fuckers.
Oh, man.
So I just sent him the message, though.
Oh, cool. Okay. We just played his shit.
Yeah, I just sent him. I said, Maxwell Silverhammer, you can contact him here on Facebook. We played some of your stuff.
Okay, good deal.
And he agreed to, bring you on, play some of your music.
All right. Cool.
So, like I said, it was just something about it. I mean, it's really strange listening to it because it's like, how I am with it. I don't really care for that so much, but the beats I do like.
Right. You want to like it.
You want to. That's the whole thing.
And then you're just like, okay, but there's something.
Something's not quite right.
Well, see, that's what I found with a lot of the rappers that I brought on.
Right.
Is, especially these really underground guys. I'll play their shit and I'm like, okay, I'm digging the beat and I'm digging some of what you're saying. But there's just something.
Then you lose it.
Yeah,
and then you bring it back a little bit, then you lose it again.
Right. There's something that just isn't catching.
Right.
I'm a little bit spoiled because I grew up in the golden age of hip hop, as people would say. And, but, so I've heard Ghetto Boys and a lot of good shit,
Even Run DMC when they first came out and Sugar Hill Gang and stuff like that.
Those guys, yeah. Eric B. and Rakim, Big Daddy Kane.
Ice Cube.
Yeah. All those guys. And you're just like... So then you hear
Master Flash, Grandmaster Flash, stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Then you hear stuff like that, and you're just going, wait a minute.
You want to like it. The beat's like, wow, this is going to be fucking. And then you're like, okay. Then it starts out, and you're like, okay. And then you're like, oh, okay. And then like, okay. You're just kind of up and down.
Well, the one thing is, it does sound like he's blowing off some steam. This isn't just straight up ignorant ass rap. Because believe me, there's plenty of that shit floating.
So maybe being fair, you can bring it on. Maybe that's some of his other stuff. Maybe he has some better stuff out there that's he wants to have you hear.
The two tracks we heard, I actually kind of dug. I liked BS. At least the beat.
Oh, that was awesome. I love the beat to that.
And then I liked the other one too. The Robin or straight up Robin Hood.
Yeah,
I was digging that too, but it was just the way he was coming, his delivery. So, but hey, I'll bring him in, man. Because I guess for me, I try not to be, back in the day, I used to get mad if DJs wouldn't play my shit or wouldn't do, and I even have a diss song out to one particular local DJ called Ain't No Love in Return who wouldn't play my shit.
Well, I mean, he was cool about it. He got on and said, hey, would you, it wasn't like he was trying to force his way in. He just said, hey, can you play, my song on your show?
Right.
So he wasn't like, yo, man, this is the shit you got to be playing. You a motherfucker, whatever. He just was cool about it.
Or we've had some that kind of have an entitlement mentality. Like they'd say, oh, I want an interview.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't work that way. Is your shit good?
Yeah, he was asking a simple question. Could you play my song on your show?
I mean, if your shit sucks ball bag, like a lot of people's shit. Well, like one guy.
You always talk about a lot of sucking ball bag.
Just, you know what? A lot of shit does suck ball bag. That's all I got to say, bitches. We'll be right back. At At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you'll be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerkman. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do, so don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that. What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil, I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your car like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money. You can talk to me, you can talk to me. We got what you need, you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund. We have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses, everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
We think it's the banning of
We
speech.
are anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch jerk man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
The only blind man that can find his dick by himself every night to jack off on a regular basis, Maxwell Silverhammer.
You're goddamn right. I find my dick and also find my nut sprayed all over the place. You know, okay, here's something that fucking bothers me. When like people start talking to me about the radio show and they want to know about the financials of it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why is it their concern in their business?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they'll say, like, you know,
all of a sudden,
well, how much do you make doing that?
Or they're your CPA and PR person all in one.
Yeah, yeah. Or then when you tell them you pay, they're so surprised. They're like, what? You pay to do a show?
Because there it is. They have no idea how it really runs.
Yeah, and then
they believe Darth Vader is real, like I've said before.
Well, then they start asking you crazy questions like, you know, I mean, these are very personal. Like, they'll say, well, how much is that? And I'm like, well, you know, I said he works within your budget. You know, I don't like to talk about what the fuck I pay. You know, it shouldn't be anyone's goddamn business.
You're right.
You know?
It shouldn't be.
So, you know, and you talk to me about, well, how much is the bed? Well, I don't know. Call up Jerkman, and if you want a show, he'll get you one.
I'll give you a show.
Like this guy last night. Oh, this guy last night was a fucking idiot.
The one I picked you up that waited out there for 12 hours?
You know what? He didn't know. Well, okay, here's what was weird. He was still parked down there when I came out. I thought he would have pulled up in front of the door.
Right.
But he was still parked way the fuck down there. So I start walking over towards him. He gets out of the van, and he's like, what's your name, sir? So I told my name. And then he said something, and he was like, yeah, man, I used to pick you up at the other place. And I'm like, well, what other place is that? And he was like, the one on Jones. And I'm like, okay, so you should know my name, you know?
Right.
And nothing he was saying was making sense. It was like I was calling him on everything. And then he would say something else like, you know, oh, then I love this one. Well, yeah, well, how long is your show? Well, 7 to 9, 2 hours.
As long as it takes for me to get it done.
Yeah, you saw us. Yeah, and I said, well, didn't you see us step out? Because he asked me if I did the show with anybody else. And I said, well, you saw the guy that I stepped out with, right? And he was like, well, I saw some people, but I didn't know if that was you. And I'm like, how the fuck did you not know if it was me? You know, how well do you see? You know?
Right.
So, yeah, like he didn't know it was me that stepped out. Then I was like, well, yeah, that was us outside. And he was like, oh, okay, and just some of the shit he was saying was inconsistent. But then, yeah, like I said, he starts getting into the financial part of the shit, and I'm just like, dude, I don't really want to fucking talk to you about finance. Even now, man, you know what? That's a very personal question. Things like that used to not bother me, but now they do, because you're spending your own money. And people decide they want to be critical of you and, tell you where to spend your money, or that's a ripoff. How many times you hear that shit? Oh, you're getting ripped off, man. Dude, you're getting fucked up, man. Yeah. You're getting fucked. You know that?
You're paying to do radio? They should be paying you.
Oh, I've heard that one.
Nah.
You're good. They should pay you.
But see, that's what they think. They think that everything is always that, you could be being paid, but you could be not having a show.
Well, I wouldn't have a show like this.
No, it would be under their control. It's not your show at that point.
No, exactly. It's not my show.
This is your show. You pay for this. This is your show.
Right.
If they're paying you, they own you.
Yeah, I'd be the puppet.
Yeah.
I'm just the mouthpiece.
You're the
for
mouthpiece for whatever they want to say. And if they don't agree, if you put your opinion in there and it's not liked, your opinion's gone.
Yeah,
and sometimes you could be gone. They'll replace your ass on your own damn show.
Exactly. The show that was yours at one time is no longer your show. Yeah, and then, he was another one. What station is it on? And I explained to him, it's internet, dude. I don't know why people have so much trouble conceptually. It's almost like, it's kind of like when I say the word see, it just throws people off. Like, what? You're blind and you said see? What the fuck? So it's the same thing. When you say internet and radio, it's like the two don't go together. It would be like, stove, washing machine.
Right.
You're like, what? What do you mean? You can't cook food in the washing machine? So there's something they just aren't grasping in the wording, because I think they're looking at it.
Well, like we were just talking about earlier. I mean, come on. We're still in this day and age. There's so much racism going on. There's so much this others. You think people would have evolved higher than this and everything else, but it just has not. As a matter of fact, I believe people are starting to de-evolve.
I was thinking that. Are we going backwards?
Backwards, it seems it. Yes, it does.
Like,
I mean, even though, your buddy was ranting about the technology and everything, but I think the technology has outgrown us to where the technology is smart and we're the plug-ins.
Well, that's it. I think that's the kind of like what cruise control says. And, like we were saying, these people are stupid enough. They got all this technology to do the shit for them.
Yeah.
But yet they claim how busy they are and they have so much on their
plate. But we're the plug-ins. Yeah. We really are.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's it. It's like you're not doing anything, but yet you're claiming that you're so busy.
You're doing a lot. You're doing a lot of nothing.
That's it. Just like running in circles kind of shit.
You're trying to keep up with everything that's going on Facebook, which I do all the time, but I'm doing it for a job. This is what
work,
I do,
man.
Yeah,
that's different. These people, like I said, they work a bullshit dead end job. Usually like in an office, like a mortgage company or something. And then what else? What's the rest of their day filled with? Going, picking their kids up from Little League, going home, watching hours of dumb fucking reality TV. People do not really have that much excitement going on.
I hate calling it reality TV because it's nothing about it is reality.
It's bullshit
TV, BS television.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what we should call it, because it's not reality. It's not based in reality whatsoever.
Oh, and that's the other thing. When I was in Carson City, there were times.
My hometown?
Yeah. It was your town that you owned.
One time, yes, I owned it. I got booted out because I decided to let somebody else pay me to run it.
Damn, is that how that works?
See, if I would have paid for my own town, I would have owned it.
Damn. See, you know how that goes, man?
Yeah.
Got to tell some of these people that. But, all the TV I was watching was there were three main things. It was sports. And it was.
You were watching sports?
Well, no, I'm just saying when I'm trying to flip through the channels to see what's there. So there was either sports, quote unquote reality TV, if that's what you want to call it.
Right.
Dumb fucking
infomercials.
Yeah, infomercials is another one.
Yeah.
And like some cheesy sitcom shit. It's like with teenagers.
No
and
choice.
Stuff.
No choice in intelligence whatsoever.
No, and then occasionally you'd run across a political like
once again, like I said,
no choice.
No choice of anything intelligent whatsoever.
And the only thing that was even halfway decent is like those the murder cases, where they're talking about in 1995.
Oh, when you're watching how somebody got away with something, unsolved shit or something like that.
Right, an unsolved murder case and how they came to the, how they caught the guy and all this kind of shit. Those are probably the most exciting. Those are like the documentaries on like prisons or, stuff like that. But all this other shit just doesn't do anything for me. I'm like, this is garbage fucking TV. Matter of fact, I really, 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 really am toying with, and maybe when G Motors leaves, I may trash the Dish Network.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, because I do listen. I like the music channels, you know, but I mean, I only watch.
It's not worth it, right?
Yeah, I only watch TV, and usually we're watching movies that night because you know most of the time they put on some fucking movie instead of cops.
I left mine go years ago. I used to have all of them. I had all the HBOs, the cinema, whatever they had. I had them all.
Yeah,
and I realized. Because I would sit there and think, wow, I'd like to be able to see the movies when I get home. I worked so much, and by the time I got home, it was always the same shit month after month. And I was like, I'm paying premium price for this stuff. I'm not getting anything out of this.
That's what I'm saying. You're paying money for the shit, and it's like, well, what's the point?
And it's not cheap.
No, it's not. It's like, okay, I'm paying all this money to have, and I pretty much, I tried to get the basic, the most basicest packages.
Right.
But even that, man, it's like, oh, is that you? Is that your chair, Mick?
No.
Sounds like it's your
someone's
mom.
here.
It's your mom. Okay. I hear a woman's voice in there. I'm like, is that your chair?
I don't think it's my mom.
Yeah, I think it is. Or is it Humvee?
I don't know. I don't know.
I just hear a woman's voice in there.
Yeah, someone's here.
Okay. But anyway, where the fuck was I going with this shit?
You were just saying.
Oh, the TV, how it's all bullshitty. Yeah, so you're right. You're spending all this money for a lot of garbage TV, and, you know, I just don't.
Well, really, to be honest with you, I was making decent money at the time. So to me, it was like the first time I could say, wow, I've got it all. You know, I've got all this when I get home. I got all these. And as I started realizing I was paying $300, almost $400 a month for all of these things, and after thinking, I don't get to see anything I want, and I'm flipping through the channels, I'm seeing more sports than I ever truly wanted.
Oh, God, yeah.
And I called them up, I said, look, can I get a different package and get rid of all these sports? They're like, oh, no, they come with it. I'm thinking, but I don't even, I said, half of this stuff I'm paying for, I don't even watch. Do you have any other packages? They're like, well, we got this one, and it involved more sports. I'm like, I'm not a sports fan. I don't give a damn about sports. Can't you give me something that's a little different? Well, no, we only have these packages. So you throw a bunch of bullshit in that I'm paying for that I really don't want.
Oh, yeah. You know, I know for a while when I first started, you know, it was I got all these movie channels for free. Never watched them.
No.
You know, and so then I called and canceled them. And then, you know, I had all this football, this and that. And I was like, can you take that off too? Because I don't like sports.
They can't do it.
And then they're like, well, we can remove this one. And, you know, but we have a couple. But here's the bad thing. This is what's fucked up is you actually feel guilty at some point. Like, you know, when I was just telling you that just now, like, yeah, man, I'm thinking about, you know, dropping the Dish Network and all this shit.
Right.
There's a part in my mind going, oh, man, would you do that? And I'm thinking, well, fuck, I don't watch much TV now. So why am I getting
so why bother?
You know, it was the same feeling when I finally dropped my landline.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at first I was like, whoa, but my landline, you know, you gotta have and there's some fucked up little program.
I also dropped that years ago too, because, you know, I said, I've got my cell phone with me all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and when I went home, nobody used my landline. They called me on a cell phone.
Yeah, and you got solicitors that were...
Yeah,
that's what was going on
And
with
then
me.
I was getting more crap on it. And when I called somebody, I didn't pick up the landline. I called them on my cell phone.
Right. Yeah, you found you're not really using your house
it.
phone very much. And all your contacts were in your cell phone.
Yeah,
so why pick up
became
the dial,
obsolete.
you know, 7-digit number when you could just say, call Jerkman.
Yeah.
And then it would just fucking call you.
It became obsolete, yes.
Yeah, it was kind of bullshitty. So, but there was a point. I had this, I got to tell you, like a twinge of guilt of going, oh, man, I can't drop my landline. I can't.
Because you think that you need it. You think it's still a necessity. And when you find out it truly wasn't, then you're like, why was I still paying for that?
Well, yeah, in your mind.
Yeah.
You know, this is what's bad is this programmed bullshit that you get. You know, it's the same thing with Christmas music. You know, if it's around Christmas and you're not listening to Christmas music.
You feel guilty?
Yeah, you feel like, oh, damn.
I should be saying, have a holly jolly Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, time of the... I do like that song, though. But
well, I mean, there's a few Christmas songs I do like.
But they're most of them are the same
song.
Drummer Boy done by 18 billion different people.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by Luther Vandross, by Celine Dion, by fucking
you're like, Jesus.
Barbra Streisand. You know, Jesus Christ.
I don't know if they want to know Jesus Christ. I know he's in one of them somewhere.
Oh, he probably has a singing verse. But there have been a few Christmas songs, you know, random ones that I found that I like. But
I like the ones when they came out that were original, like George Michael.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I like the Carpenters, Merry Christmas, Baby.
I liked the Waitresses when they... Hate Christmas This Year, whatever it was. There was some of them that came out. That
Amy Grant had one that I heard this last year called A Christmas to Remember.
Right.
And I actually like that one. I have that on my hard drive. But here's what's fucked up. You know, I have a few random Christmas songs on my hard drive.
Right.
So, you know, when I put it on random just to play, every once in a while, one of them will pop up, and I'm like, oh, shit, wrong time of the year. You know.
But you feel guilty. Like you can't listen to it.
Yeah, but there's another fucking bullshit. Yeah, like,
I can't listen to this. Yeah, it's not Christmas time.
It's April. If anyone heard me listening to this, they would, you know what they would do?
You can like the song, but you can't listen to it because it's not that time of year.
Until Christmas time, you can't listen. You know what? I just let it play now.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? It reminds me of
can't you
last
sing it?
Christmas. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know what? That was a good Christmas. So
I mean, how many songs you listen to that remind you like a summertime when you heard it first and something happened? That's what songs are. Memories of other times.
Exactly. It's memories. It's not about the spirit or the time, you know. Like, yeah, you're right. Like a song about summer. You know, if you're listening to that in the winter, people think you're out of your fucking mind.
Like, oh man, that's a summer song. How is it a summer song?
Yeah, I mean, okay, it may be a summer song,
but you can listen to it any time.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's like something that's obviously in my playlist. You know,
yeah, it's in your list to be played.
Now, one thing I won't do is I won't buy like you know, those Christmas albums. You know, where you have a full album of just Christmas songs.
Yeah.
You know, I don't do that shit.
I get them free from people. I won't buy them.
No, I wouldn't. Well, even a free one, I'd be reluctant to even put with my collection just because it's kind of strange. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, something I can only listen to one time a year.
And I don't know if you've ever heard. I don't know if there's ever a Christmas's greatest hits out. I don't think there ever was.
Yeah, like all the best of Christmas.
Best of Christmas.
Oh,
right.
I bet you there is somewhere. There probably is like a.
And
best
there truly
of
isn't
Christmas.
really any Easter songs. Not that many. I mean, there's Here Comes Peter Cottontail, but it was never released as a major hit or anything.
No, it's just a dumb song the kids sing.
But you don't hear, and you only Halloween. You got what? Monster Mash.
Oh yeah, there's a few. Dead Man's Party.
Yeah, there's a couple, but there's not a lot.
No.
Christmas is where you really get hit with songs.
Yeah, that's the only holiday that's really made up their own
songs. Can you think of one Thanksgiving song?
Hell no. or 4th of July song?
4th of July?
Well, I mean,
besides the Star Spangled Banner, of course.
Well, yeah, or then you get the idiots that play like Born in the USA.
Yeah, but that's not. It wasn't for
Ain't That America, which is funny because those are slams on America.
Yeah,
you know,
amazing.
These people are like, "Hi, that's an Americorn song." Goddamn,
no, they're making fun of pink houses and stuff. It's not made for. It was a bust.
It's a total dig.
Yeah,
but you fuckers play it. But yeah, no, I mean most holidays don't have songs.
Don't have a song. No,
it's Christmas that has all the
really
fucking
nailed
music.
with music. Yeah,
and that's why they start playing it so goddamn early. You know,
yeah,
around October they start playing Christmas fucking music.
Well, why not? At the end of August, they're already setting up Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
To buy at Walmart.
You're like, oh yeah, great, buy for Christmas. Meanwhile,
it's 116 degrees still outside. And you're seeing Santa Claus putting shells of corn balls and shit being put out.
And that's the other thing now. Technically it still should be winter. And it's 90-fucking-1 degrees.
Yeah.
You know? So it's that kind of shit that just makes you
something
ain't right.
should make you go, something's not right here.
Yeah. You think, well, if you have working brain cells.
Once again.
Yeah.
That's going to take quite a bit.
We'll be right back, bitches. At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your front. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghosts.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters, so turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you'll be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the pay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that.
What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil, I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your car like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money. You can talk to me, you can talk to me, we got what you need, you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt.
Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund. We have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses, everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
We think it's the banning of
We
free speech.
are
First Amendment protected
anonymous.
material.
And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch jerk man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Back to the STEM radio show where the blind man spits and doesn't swallow. Here's Maxwell Silverhammer.
Yes, bitches. So we're coming to the tail fucking end of the show.
Yes, we are.
Man.
Time to wind down at the end of the week.
Yeah.
After that whole tough week we've all been through, which we know we've all been through one. Every week seems to be tough anymore.
Yeah, you're right. It's always, oh man, the week's finally over. Fuck this week.
I mean, there used to be a time when you knew you worked a hard week, but you felt good about it at the end of the week.
Right, like
and
productive.
And you could be like, wow, weekend, relax, or meet up with some friends, party a little. Now it's just like, thank God this week is fucking over.
Well, and that's why, like, on my weekends, I don't like a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
And that's why, again, I hate to keep bringing up the Steve thing.
That's really bugging you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just, because it's only lately has he tried to really force himself in. I don't like when people try to, like they say, muscle into something.
Right.
Because I remember my brother used to do that back in the day. Like,
muscle you in?
Well, you try to muscle into shit. Like, for instance, G Motors and I want to do our thing and go somewhere, and he'd always want to tag along. And always want to be part of it, and always want to be, and you're just like, oh God, man, go do something. Go,
like Little Willie Willie on that song.
Yeah,
Little Willie Willie won't go home.
Yeah, pretty much same shit. And it's like, motherfucker, just following you around, trying to be part of
everything you do.
Yeah, and then you're just like, okay, go somewhere, find some. But it's funny.
Don't you have a hobby?
Well, when he would do stuff, like ride skateboards or ride bike.
Alone.
Yeah, and I'd be like, hey, can I go with you guys? Well, no, man, I don't know if and I'm just like, okay,
it's me and my friends.
Yeah. Well, I remember, what was it? Senior ditch day. I guess when we were seniors. Well, actually, he wasn't even a senior. He was a sophomore. I was the senior. And he was like, hey, man, on senior ditch day, me and my friend, we're going to bring some girls here. And, so don't, ditch that day. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Well, then my mom said, well, if you're going to ditch, your brother's the senior, so he's got to be here if you're going to. So then he wanted me to. And I'm like, oh, no, man, you want time alone. So, and he was like, of course, no girls ever came.
No, they never do.
And it was kind of funny.
It's always a boy fantasy.
Yeah, exactly. Man, we're going to have these girls over, dude, and it's going to be this whole thing. And you're just like, uh-huh. Sure, dude. How many times have I heard that shit? So, but what did we wind up doing? Oh, that day we just hung out at the house and got stoned and ordered pizza, and it was just a bunch of us, hanging. But yeah, it's funny because he didn't want me there, part of that shit. But so there are certain situations where people don't want you part of them,
right?
And like I said, Steve's a nice guy, but he just doesn't fit.
You don't want him tagging along all the time.
Not with that.
You don't want him being wee willy willy.
Exactly. I mean, there's plenty of stuff that he would be great with.
That's not it.
And that's just not one. But he's kind of been opposing. See, that's the thing. If someone asks you, hey, man, you want to come over this weekend, then cool. But when you start just like, hey, man, I think I might come over this weekend. No, nigga, you don't do that.
Don't want you to. Didn't ask you to.
Yeah, exactly. So, people just, and I've had a history of those kind of friends, that kind of just figure it's okay to impose, and just say, like, hey, man, I'm coming over. No, motherfucker, you're not.
I don't think I've ever done that.
You haven't.
No.
But I'm just saying I've had friends in the past like that.
I think I should start.
That's
Just gonna call up and say, "Hey, motherfucker, I'm coming over."
Well, you know what? You'd probably be okay. Like I said, I mean, there's just certain
people that just aren't going to mix with everything.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and
I'm not going to come over and spew out politics all the time, and we'll rag on shit here and there and do our thing, but we'll make it a whole different kind of day than it would be just the same brood over bullshit.
Well, yeah, when it's the same, you know, blah 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 blah, and the nigger in the White House, and back in the General Custer days, and the fucking, you know,
back when Brontosaurus was around, we would have eaten that motherfucking nigger. He would have been crunchy choo choo toy.
Yeah, and you're just like, man, dude, come on, man. We, you know, and even G Motors was getting fucking annoyed with him, you know, and just like, god damn. He even texted me the next day. It was like, he would not shut the fuck up. And I'm like, yeah. And you know what? G Motors has been one of those people in the past where you're watching something and he starts talking and you're like, dude, come on, we're trying to listen. You know?
Zip it up.
Yeah. So I don't need two.
Well, I mean, that night I was over there when we came over for New Year's Eve. The only reason I started switching around, and I knew you knew why I did that, when I said, did anybody else, but I said something about a hard on or something.
Oh, my cock stiff or something?
Yeah, I said, man, my cock is stiff right now. And it just shut everybody up because they were talking fucking sports. And you started getting onto the
shit you can't relate to.
Yeah, and it's like, one of the things I do not want to do on a New Year's Eve is sit around and talk sports, opera, or politics.
Yeah, the three things you don't want to cover, you know, or religion.
You know, there's nothing wrong with touching on some things.
Right.
But sports, I know nothing and care nothing about at all.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm totally out of the conversation when you get into sports, you know.
Now, if you wanted to touch on a little bit of politics, fine. I can talk about that a little bit. Religion, fine, a little bit. But it shouldn't be the main topic of the whole fucking night.
Right. The whole night, all of a sudden, you're there celebrating, and everybody wants to talk about the Republican
and we're still
Party.
talking about the Republican Party and joining and how Democrats are. I don't want to hear. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Like, not right now, man.
Right.
Time and place.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what the thing with Steve is he doesn't know how to turn it off.
No.
You know, and it's just like, it's continuous. You know, like with me, you know, there's certain things that I know I wouldn't talk about around you because you're just not into them.
Right.
You know? So, like, I wouldn't discuss rap music and you know.
Right, for a period of time and really get in depth with it. I may discuss a couple of things, but that's not my thing.
Right, exactly. So it's like, kind of like when Kurt and I were doing our thing.
Yeah.
You know, that was for you, like, oh, well, okay, I don't know who they're talking about.
That was like football.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I don't get into, that kind of shit.
I mean, we touched a little bit on the stuff tonight outside, but it's not something I would continuously sit and talk about. You're interested in it, so that's something you could have a conversation with somebody. But I'm sure if it came down to it, even on New Year's Eve, you could touch on it or something, but you would want to generalize different subjects, not just stay focused on one thing the whole fucking night.
Yeah, when it's that continuous, then you feel like you're leaving people out of the conversation, and you don't feel right, you know?
Yeah, even that night when years back when we were there, and, you know, I was just like talking about Pennsylvania, which at first it was like totally cool because we were reminiscing about some places I knew, and he knew. He's like, wow, that's cool.
Right.
But then he kept going. And going. It's went on 2 fucking hours almost.
Yeah.
And after a while, I was like, oh my God. And my wife was there. I was like, yeah, but shove your tit in his fucking mouth or something. Shut him the fuck up.
That's it. He gets on something and he continues with it. He just, you know, and you're just like, okay, we got it, man. We got it. So, and I think, and really, here's the problem. I think he really goes days without speaking to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't really have many friends.
Well, you could be right. That may be why. Maybe people just don't want to hear him harping on the same shit over and over and over.
Well, and I'm sure, like I said, you know, there's a reason I'm sorry. When people say they're lonely and they don't have any friends, you know, I can't be very sympathetic to them because there's a reason for that, you know?
Well, sometimes people are just inverts or
that's they choose to be. Like, for instance, Cruise Control.
Yeah,
he doesn't have many friends and doesn't give a shit.
Right.
You know, he's totally happy with being who he is. Whereas opposed to Steve would like to have a bunch of friends. I know he would. But, you know, and he's a fairly social guy. You know, he's pretty much social to everybody.
Right, but I guess his topic is just
same thing, man.
Yeah, same thing over and over again, which can get to you.
Drone, and like I said, this is like the 4th or 5th weekend I've had to shoot him down and been like, oh my God. And, you know, I know that next weekend it's going to be another one.
Oh, speaking of introverts, Wednesday, Nightcrawler will be coming.
Oh, no.
Why?
I got to work Wednesday night.
Oh, you do?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Fuck, really?
Yeah, she was going to come in because her boss, she was going to come in tonight, but her boss switched her days.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she said, well, I can make it Wednesday. He goes, how's that? I said, well, I'm sure he won't mind Wednesday. I didn't know you
Normally,
had to...
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Fuck, I got to work, man.
I didn't know.
You know what it is? That stupid preliminary meeting they make us go to, which is bullshit. But, you know, I kind of go for political reasons because, you know, they've been...
I'm going to have to tell her then, no Wednesday. You have to pick another day.
Yeah, tell her no Wednesday. Please. Hey, at least we got this early.
Yeah, it's true, because I wouldn't have known. I would have left it. If I would have said something now, it would have went to Wednesday and she would have been showing up.
Yep. Well, I'm glad you said something because, you know.
And that would have been like, yeah, there's no show tonight, so you might not want to come in.
Yeah, what about, well, let's see. No, Friday we won't be here.
Yeah.
Thursday I have an interview.
I'll just ask her, whatever, because she's working it. So
how about the following Wednesday? Well, the following Wednesday I will have an interview, first hour, but, you know.
I don't know. I'll just tell her.
God, man.
Let her go from there.
Shit is so conflicting.
I know.
You know, like you want to, you know, hook up with people and see people and, you know, but fuck, just to, you know, fit everything in. It's like, you know.
What's so fucked up is just me and you tonight. She could have came.
Totally.
But now her boss switched the hours.
Yeah, right. Did you see? Man, motherfuckers. You know, and you wonder, like, are they doing this shit on purpose? When things like that are so...
a master design.
Exactly. When things are so... you know, like it couldn't be, you know, it's like a comedy of errors.
Right.
It's like somebody had to do this. This had to be man-made. Somebody thought of this shit.
Master design. Know? It's just a design. It's life is as life will be.
Like just the wrong fucking time for shit sometimes, you know, and things just happen and you're like, why? Why did you pick now, motherfucker? You know, like we said, like, you know, when you don't have a girlfriend, no women want to talk to you. Then when you're dating somebody, they're all over you.
Yeah,
and
they
you're
all
just
love you and want to be with you at that point.
Yeah, and you're like, I got a girlfriend. Where were you bitches months ago?
Yeah.
Well,
I had absolutely nobody, was looking for someone, didn't hear a peep out of your ass.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden you're on the dick?
I found someone nice and decent, and now all of a sudden everybody wants to come out and say, hey, you seeing somebody? I was going to ask you out. Well, why didn't you?
Yeah, I'm single. Well, okay, well then you should.
You're going to stay single right at this point, because if you're asking me, I found somebody now.
You know what the motto of this one is?
I would guess it would have to do with the train tracks and 60 miles away.
Yes.
And what would that be?
And that would be, you better get on the train while it's at the station, not when it's 60 cities away. Yeah. You know, that's such a true fucking statement. You know, get on that motherfucker while it's there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's, you know,
miss it.
You miss it, and then who do you get mad at? You. You know?
No, you get mad at the train station.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Goddamn train.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get mad at the fucking train. Your ass should have been here when the fucking thing was. Well, you know, I've seen people do that to the bus. You know, like the actual city bus.
Right.
You know, they get mad because they weren't there when the bus was pulling up.
There's been a couple times I've been pissed with them, and the reason is that I was pulling up on another bus by the time the other one was there. They were a little early. And I would get almost right next to it, and they would see me out there and still take off. And I'd be like, fuck you. Come on.
Okay.
You know I'm right here.
That's bitch. You know, like when your hand is on the bus or you're right next to the bus, and then they'll pull away.
Pull away, yeah. You're like, come on. You saw me.
No, I'm talking about the asshole that's across the street kicking it, gambling, or doing whatever the fuck they're doing. Then they see the bus and they run out and try to run across the street and catch it. You know, then they're mad at the bus. It's like, your ass should have been.
It's like you knew it was coming, and you just chose to wait to the last minute to try to run across.
I think there needs to be a guide on how to take public transportation properly.
There is.
Yeah?
Believe it or not, yes. Guide for dummies. There's guides for dummies for everything.
I mean, people need to read that shit for real. I mean, even with paratransit.
But the person that wrote it was a dummy.
Well.
You know why?
Why?
They are trying to talk to dummies.
Well, that's true.
They can't fucking read.
You can't take it takes a criminal to catch a criminal.
Yeah, even if they're trying to dumb it down, they're still too stupid to understand it.
Yeah, that's true. You're asking them to read.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I even see it with paratransit. Like people getting mad because they're not going home first. And, you know, it's like, it's not a fucking limo, man. It doesn't work that way. I know somebody the other day, I had a speaking event. And I told her, I said, I have a 12:30 pickup. And she was like, you couldn't wait till 1? And I'm like, it's out of my hands. This is how it works. I can't. You know, I said 1 originally when I set the ride up, and my choices were either 12:30 or 2:30.
Right.
Well, I'm not going to sit there for another hour and 30 minutes after the meeting's over, waiting for a fucking bus.
Right.
So I'm going to pick what
you're going to take the earlier time.
You just have to learn. You know, you can't go when you want to go. That's just one of the rules of public transportation. That's why it's called public transportation, because you're accommodating a lot of people.
Individual transportation.
Exactly. It's
personal.
People act like it's a limo too. I've had that happen before too, where they're like, you know, should we call them for you?
Can you just wait out here while I go gamble? And I'll be coming back out in an hour or so. Just hang out, wait for me.
No. Or like I said, with the paratransit, I've had people actually say, like at when I go to a speaking event, and then I'm done, and I still got 20 minutes or something, and they'll say, "Well, do we need to call them for you?" And I'm like, "No, they're going to come at 2:00 or whenever they're coming for me."
Right.
Oh, you can't call them to come get you now? Come get the tardy. He's going to chew his feces up if you don't show up real quick. He's got one hanging out of his mouth, dripping down his chin. Looks like a melted fucking Milky Way.
Do you do that?
Yeah, every once in a while.
Once in a while?
Pull a turd out of my shorts and
just chew on it.
I'm thinking about doing that, though. Like keeping some melted chocolate
put it
bars
around your lips.
And then just act like I'm eating my own shit. Like that one time when the bitch kept sending people in the bathroom to check on me.
Yeah.
I really should have pulled one out and just fucking...
Just rubbed it on your lips.
Pat it in my mouth. And
I couldn't find it, so I ate it.
I couldn't find where the fucking toilet.
So I ate it.
Got a turd hanging out of my mouth. Which, by the way...
How many women would want...
Oh, man. I'm sure I would have had...
threw up.
Oh, I'm sure I would have had a bunch of... Not just women. I think men would have been puking, too.
Oh, my God. He ate his own turd.
That's what you got to do, man, to wake fucking stupid people up.
Well, you have to. You have to stoop down to the lowest common denominator they believe you are, and then make fun of it and snap back and say, "Wow, really?
Like you actually believe?" Look,
now you feel like a fucking idiot, don't you, you jackass?
Yeah,
that's what you wanted to see.
That's the thing. And that's what in your mind you've already conjured that image before you even fucking.
Yeah, this is what you see me as.
I couldn't believe, man, sending people in the bathroom
See
to
if
check
you're
on
all right.
me, and they were getting annoyed. I mean, the one guy came out and goes, "He says he's okay." Like, bitch, you want me to walk in this bathroom, smell this strange person's shit, and see if he's okay?
If they would have been me, I'd have said, "I know him. I am not going anywhere near that bathroom."
That's what? Maybe you need to make a little guide for these places to tell them don't follow him in the bathroom. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Let him do his fucking thing.
Well, that's it.
If he needs help, he will let you know.
Exactly.
And if he doesn't, he's like everybody else that would die in a commode.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Well, it's old people though. That they're dealing with convalescence, so therefore they're looking at their situation.
Everybody in the bathroom could be a death sentence.
Yeah, for them, I've almost died in the toilet a couple times, so you being blind.
My heart stopped. I was in there and I was looking at it and I thought, I gotta take a poop. And I laid down. But my first mistake was I laid the hell down. I should have been sitting up, but I squatted. I started taking a shit. All of a sudden, my heart went. I thought, I either got a frog in my chest or I'm dying.
And then I shit out my own heart.
Yeah. And then it was like a bungee cord. Bounced right the fuck back up in.
Oh, which, by the way, since we're kind of on that SMJE type topic, real quick, I had somebody today. It was a woman and a man. I don't know where the fuck, if they were a couple or if that was her son.
Is this a joke or starting out? There was a woman and a man. They walked into a bar.
It was real. They were on paratransit. But the guy turned around. I guess the woman was blind. Or she goes to the blind center occasionally.
Really? Can we have a moment of silence for her blindness?
Sure.
Okay.
There we go. All right. So anyway, the guy turned around and he said, "Are you going to the blind center, sir?" Like right away, as a blind person, obviously I must be going to the blind center.
Well, if you go in without any limbs, do they ask you?
Are you going to the Crip Center?
Yeah. Are you going where all the Crips hang out, or are you going to the prostheses fucking center?
I don't know why people ask. That's like the loaded question right away.
Because for some reason, a lot of blind people obviously must just go to that. They group think, so they automatically group think along with them.
Oh, of course. Like, if you're blind, you must be going to the blind center.
Because if you're in a wheelchair, would you automatically think they're going to fucking therapy?
Actually, you know what? Next black person that asked me that, I'm going to ask him, well, you headed to Popeyes?
No, well, you should say, are you heading to Martin Luther King?
Or the NAACP fucking, whatever.
So. Or a white guy asking me, if he's trying to find the nearest trailer cart.
Yeah. Or depending on what kind of white guy he is.
Right.
If he's a Corporanicon, ask him if he's going to the Celine Dion concert or something.
Right.
We want to be group thinky. We'll just group everybody together.
Group everybody together. Why not? Get it over with.
Yeah, exactly. So, I was, that guy did ask me that. And I don't know what she was, if it was his wife or his, girlfriend or mother or sister or what. But
maybe that's where they were headed.
Hey,
what the hell is that?
I don't know. You're trying to get people to butt fuck there.
I'm trying to.
Yeah. And on that butt fuckulous note,
there actually is a butt fuckulous note.
Yeah, there's going to be a note.
Get it right now.
Here it comes, fuckers. Hey, well, I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm GJ. Never butt fucked myself. Ever will, Jerkman.
And that's the story there, bitches.
See ya. Have a great fucking weekend.
Yeah.
That
house.